Lesson 4.4, graphing sine x function. We are going to start to define how can you graph the sine functions and the cosine functions, both of them. This is lesson 4.4. Let's start with sine x. First of all, you have to understand, you have to set your calculator on radians, not degrees. Radians, not degrees. Okay, I'm going to explain the first one, which is made already for you, and then we are going to the right side to do it together. Left side, XY table, and this is the trigonometry grid. Actually, it's on the y-axis and the x-axis. It's totally different from the normal one, and the scale of the x-axis is pi over 2, 0, pi over 2 pi from the right side, 3 pi over 2, 2 pi, and it's given for you, by the way, when you are going to graph it. Okay, let's start with the left side, the one we made it for you. We are going to start with the point negative 2 pi. Okay, how can you do it? Set your calculator on radian first. Sine negative 2 pi equals 0. Don't forget to set your calculator on radians. Okay, and for the other one, sine negative 3 pi over 2 equals to 1 for the next one. Okay, and then negative pi equals to 0, sine negative pi over 2 equals to negative 1, sine 0 equals to 0. We are going to plot the points. The first point is negative 2 pi and 0. So this is the first point. The second point is negative 3 pi over 2 and 1. So this point. Negative pi and 0. This point. Negative pi over 2 and negative 1. So this point. 0 and 0 finally at this point. So when you're going to graph it, you're going to graph it like this way. Okay. For the right side, we're gonna do the same thing, which is sine pi over 2 equals to 1, this point. So we're gonna plot this point first. Pi over 2 and 1, so it's going to be this point. Pi and 0, so pi sine pi equals to 0. So it's going to be this point. And for 3 pi over 2 equals to sine 3 pi over 2 equals to negative 1. This point. And finally 2 pi and 0. That point. Okay. So we're going to graph it like this way. So this is the graph of sine x using the trigonometry grid.